We are 3 weeks away from the Olympia 2024, and I must say it's getting rather spicy. Before your eyes is our reigning Olympian champion, Derek Lunsford. I don't believe that he will retain his throne this year, and this is why. Samson Dauda, he looks incredible, the filter king. Samson, you don't need to filter your pictures. You're big, you're full, you're powerful. Your back has improved immensely. You're just creating problems for yourself, my friend, because people will nitpick your conditioning. That's what you have failed on so far. However, I'm a big fan of Samson. Obviously, Samson is from the United Kingdom, as myself, and I want to see a fellow Brit win the Olympia. If we see Samson's posing, for me it's the best, hands down. The way he presents himself, he's big, he's huge, he's tall. I don't think he's not as impressive as Hadi and Derek in the transitional poses, the mandatory poses, excuse me. But however, I think how he executes them, it makes him stand out. The only thing I will say about Samson, and it's always been a critique of his, I don't know if it's a genetic thing, but his conditioning, he just doesn't have that millimeter that Hadi has shown before. Something about it, I don't know if it's his thick skin, but he just doesn't have that extra ability to get diced. I hope his wife is able to get him there. I really do, because he's been with some of the top coaches and they haven't been able to do it. Looking at Derek's back, I call him the back because I'm not really impressed with anything else. Derek, he's got an amazing physique, let's be honest. But I do believe that he was gifted. However, I do think that his back is up there with the best the sport has ever seen, including Phil Heath, Ronnie Coleman. The sheer density, the conditioning on the glutes, on the hamstrings, and that gargantuan back. It is a monstrosity. However, I'm not a fan of Derek. The only reason, I'll be honest, is because I think he's a bit of a nerd. I think he craves attention. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a nice guy. He's a Christian and all, but I think he's a bit of a phony. That's how he comes across. I want to see nasty. I want to see if somebody loses, I want to see them, get nasty. I want to see insults being thrown. Spice it up a little bit. He's a little bit too nice for me. However, Derek, look, we criticize him, and I don't have a lot of critiques for Derek. He's amazing in the side poses, in the back. Maybe just from the front. I think his abs and thighs, his abs look kind of strange, and his lats. I don't know if he's injected something, but I'm not too sure. This man, I'm not the biggest Hadi fan, but I will say this. He's an amazing bodybuilder. The way he trains, his intensity, everything about Hadi is, for me, is the complete bodybuilder. He doesn't have a weak pose, and he's underrated as well. I believe that last year he was robbed. But two things I don't like about him. I don't like the way he walked off stage last year, even though he was robbed, and I think it was a clear robbery. He was harder, he was fuller than Derek, and he was just more impressive. I also don't like the way he doesn't speak English. Even Rami now, after all these years, he's at least he's giving it a go. At least he's putting sentences together. Whereas Hadi, he just seems to be lazy. He goes back to Iran, and I know there are visa issues, but I don't know. I think as a representative of the sport, you should be universally able to speak English. His physique, however, if we speak about Hadi from a bodybuilding perspective, his posing is incredible. There's confidence. He doesn't have a weak pose. He's solid in every pose, and I honestly can't pick him apart. I do believe he will come fuller this year. I think we'll see the best Hadi that we've ever seen. Guys, he's impressive. He's impressive. I think we'll look back and look at Hadi, and I think we will appreciate, because we only appreciate these guys once they retire, it seems, especially with Phil Heath. But yes, for me, Hadi is the 24 winner, hands down. And yeah, he's got an amazing physique. Amazing physique. So let me know, what are your thoughts? Who do you think will win the Olympia? And tell me why. I want to know why. The fans, they usually know their shit because they watch the sport. So, who is your 1, 2, and 3 this year? Give the video a thumbs up, guys. And again, with 3 weeks, it's getting exciting. Imperial Bodybuilding signing out.